Tear into this thing. I'm gonna replace a bunch of bushings. I got some busted up stuff I gotta weld back, and I got some places where the pin's bent. Like down here. I hate knuckle boom grapples with a passion. Down here, these ears are bent up where the rod goes through and it bends like this as you use it. Or let's say it bends like this. So it bends like that, and then it breaks the pins from pinching. I'm gonna tell you what, if I made a knuckle boom grapple, which I don't, if I did, if it takes a 2-inch pin here, I'd put a 4-inch pin in it. That's just me. But I don't make knuckle boom grapples. I just have to remake them to where they work. Drives me up the wall. Now look, cause of crappy engineering, here's what happens to the pins. I don't know. I'm sure the operator don't help any either. We've not exactly been easy on it. But that's what I'm talking about. If you're bending and breaking pins, first thing I ought to slap you right in the face, design flaw. Now if you're blowing hoses or I don't know, wearing out bushings. I mean, I seen old cat bulldozers with bushings so wore out the son of a bucks. I seen Dirt Perfect's old dozers. Y'all see them old dozers when he started. Bushings so daggone wore out, he'd be picking up for 5 minutes before the blades start raising. Never broke in pins. I don't know why we feel it's all right to break pins all, you know. I don't know, that drives me nuts. That drives me up the wall.
Thing he ain't telling you is he's been an ass about fixing this thing, and he's being an ass right now. I should have beat him more when he was a baby.
How much was my budget?
When you was a baby? Hell of a lot better than now, okay? You didn't eat that much baby food. You're killing me with these machines. And he laughs. No wonder I'm getting gray-headed. If that thing falls over, are you going to kill everybody watching you? Everybody hang on. Have we thought this through?
Remember where up was, right?
Yep.
All right, now take him up real easy.
As you want the jiggy wig.
Up there, yeah. Oh, down. I had a damn pin in there. Down.
It goes down real fast.
Now go up. Yep, take it up. Yeah, go ahead up. That's fast it'll go?
Cylinder loose.
Yeah, go.
I'm scared. I don't think we should not wear any of this.
That's as fast as it goes.
Yeah, I got my way down. The compressor on?
Yeah, it's just weak on air pressure.
No wonder it's tore up and don't weigh nothing. I'm picking up trees with it.
Dave Beekmeyer was looking at it and all the dents and shit in it. I said, you think your thing will hold up to that?
Did you ask him how his mama does it?
He probably don't
Is he
do it.
listening? Is he listening?
He probably don't do that.
I did pretty good for my girl.
Hurry up, all right. Now here's the deal here. I'm gonna cut them collars out. I'll put these collars in. These collars are a lot bigger. Then I'm gonna have to support them a lot better, because what's doing when it's pushing on the cylinder, it's bending them. And then it turns these pins into a bent pin. See how that was kind of bent there? And then that's what snaps the pins. Well, there they are. Have to clean that out a little bit. Then these will sit in there like this. Want to get it all cleaned up. I cut her out and it's cut out quite a bit. I got a lot of gap around there. Probably more than I should have. Got in a hurry cutting loose, but I'll take a maybe a welding rod, a thick welding rod, and bend it around so I got something to weld on the top of, so I don't weld my daggone pin to the daggone collar. You know what I mean? We'll see what I get to. So here's how I'm boxing it in. This side's the one I've done, and here's how that was from the factory. Let me get a light. I'm gonna take this minute to do a DeWalt commercial. No, they aren't paying me. But I'm telling you, these DeWalt tools, or Milwaukee. Milwaukee's probably better, but we like the DeWalt here. On the left's how they was in the factory, other than my new collar. And on the right's how I'm fixing them. Now also, I'll come on this side over here, I'll show you that later. So here's what I did. I welded this piece on this side to keep, because when it pushes on the back side, down here with the cylinder, it's trying to roll that this way. And then what that does is through this plate that's grabbing on the back side and holding it back. So when it tries to roll this way and bend the pin, that there will hold it solid from that back side, and then tie into the side, the forks, and hopefully keep a lot of the movement down, the wiggling down this crap. Well, now for this is the fork side. Now I'm gonna work on the spoon side. You can see it in this one. See how the bottom of this is curling down? Bottom of that side over there is curling down. So it's just bending them ears. Now a good thing about this one, there's less metal to this grapple. The spoon side, and I'll just end up cutting around here and slide my big collar right through the hole. And I'm gonna support my big collar a lot better than what this has done, so the bending don't happen. And then see where we're getting. Getting ready to weld them in. Okay, so what happens, we had to go back to logging, so I didn't get time to replace all the things I wanted to, but I'm throwing it back together. And down here, I'm using these collars that I had around the mill. Shaft is 1 3/4, and the collars is 1 3/4, and they got a set screw in them, and I'm using that to hold my pin steel, which I'm afraid I'll ding up my set screw and stuff over time and screw shaft up and stuff like that. So I didn't weld it on real good, but out in the field I could always take a cutting wheel and cut all this mess off and drive that pin out. But hopefully it's going to be in there a long time, because hopefully it'll be fixed good enough for a while. But meanwhile, and here I am putting it back together, but meanwhile we went back to logging, and all my parts did show up. And I didn't get time to put the LH Weight Pro on yet, but it's coming. I didn't cut much of this because I thought this was pretty cool. Normally, this would not work for me, but it worked out just fine this time. Talked to JP with LH Way Pro and explained to him it's going to take me a little bit before I get to put the Way Pro on because we had to get back to wood logging before the mill ran out of wood. It's just the thing, we got to wait till I get time to get the job finished up.